location in a PDF page. Say there is a PDF file of say 20 pages.
Okay.
I want to scrape the 18 number of pages where the relevant information is there for me.
Okay.
But so I will give the page number 18 to go to that page for the scrape the data.
Correct.
Now inside the page number 18, there is a table, but that table located in a certain location in that A4 sheet.
Got you.
Rest of the sheet is some image, some paragraph, something is there. But if I scrape the whole page, then this will not come in the proper way that I want the exactly that table data. So I find ki there is a process of giving that area as a attribute where you mention the some measurement on that, so that I can scrape or I can take the data from that relevant portion.
Correct.
I am not getting how that area value I will give. Can you please demonstrate that part?
Yes, sure. I'll do that. Just give me a minute. I'll just open that particular same file which I have in that position, and I'll tell you how to look into it.
Okay.
Just a second. Just give me a minute, please. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah. So I believe this is exactly the same exercise which we did. So this is one open source software which is available, which goes by the name Sumatra PDF. In fact, I did share in the discourse as well because a same question was raised today morning. So in this, what we can do is just download this particular software. It's again, I'm repeating the name again. It's called Sumatra PDF. And you just open this particular PDF file. So it's like any other reader, it opens up. So what happens is, we know, like in this particular page, in page number 18, this is the table which we are interested in. So once you come to this page, just press the alphabet M. M for monkey, basically. So once you press M, this cursor position window opens up in the corner. Is it visible? I'm sorry if the screen is too small.
Yes. Visible.
Yeah. So I know this is my starting position. So it goes from, let's say, 173 cross 97 is the position, which is my top left. And bottommost right, it goes from like 320 to 270. So these are the positions which you can give as input. An example I'm telling how you can get the position.
Okay. Sir, what you call that is Sumatra PDF?
Yeah, I'll just ping in the chat as well.
Sir, I already had the Adobe Acrobat in my PC.
Oh, okay, fine. So Adobe Acrobat can also be used. Just that I don't have that and I have not tried it out. Even Adobe Acrobat should be possible, should be doable to get the positions. It should not be a problem. Maybe let me just Google that if I can find any link for Adobe Acrobat.
No, I will download the Sumatra PDF. Then please, sir, just give me the link.
Yeah, sure. 1 second. Let me just check the link to download it. I'll paste it in the chat itself.
But sir, it will be good if you can provide the link for Adobe Acrobat as well, because this is a general PDF reader we use to.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Maybe after this call, by tonight. I mean, there's a question which is raised in discourse. Maybe the Adobe thing also. I'll just reply there itself. Hope it's fine.
Yeah, thank you.
So this question, this PDF is for the exam purpose or that different purpose?
No, this was in the lecture 2.8 actually, not really with respect to the exam purpose. Exam purpose, I believe you might, even in exam you are supposed to use this actually.
Sir, something is really very confusing about the exam. Because somewhere it's written that week 1, 2, 3, and sometimes last session sir told that there is a 4 topic. So in that out of 4 topic, exam will come from there. But the some of the topic, like the PDF, it is also containing, some topic is containing more than week 3. So I have to go through the relative topic and throughout the video, or that only the topic is covered in the from 1 to big 3? So can you clear it?
Sure. Dibu, are you in the call by any chance?
Yes, yes, I'll take that. Hey,
Yeah,
so,
sure.
Kumar, so I think detailed guidelines have been posted on Discourse as well as sent out via email. And answering your question, like we've given like 4 or 5 different areas from where questions can be asked. So I
Correct.
think it is clear on what all is supposed to come, right? I mean, so I really don't get your question.
So no, so something is there. Sometime, how much that area, because that geo code is there, so it is also covered in the week 5 and the 6 further. So whenever we talk the geocoding, so it will come that overall the things from the geocoding, or it will come that from week 1 to 3, how much we learn.
Geocoding specific.
So
Well,
it is the something, and even the PDF. So which type of question? Because PDF has the scraping of the image also, and the some table also. So which type of PDF will come? So if it will be idea, it will be better, because two different thing is there: going to the image and scraping the PDF.
Ravi, I mean, like this is that table and image part of different weeks or different lectures?
Yeah, it is a different week also. So can you post that also something? Can you give the idea of the syllabus that what type of thing will come? So it will be very easy, because there is only 1 day left, so we can.
Yeah, 1 day is left actually today, right? I mean, we had days left last week and weeks left week before that. So I can let me check with the other instructors on how much more specificities we can provide with.
Correct,
But
correct.
as far as I'm concerned, I think we've given even guideline, I mean, enough guidelines and um, syllabus out there, right? I mean, so further specificities, I'll just check with others, and if necessary, I'll post in Discourse.
So there is a many news is roaming through that somewhere something, somewhere something. So I
You
thought.
don't have to look at news, right? I mean, there was an official communication sent out by email to all students enrolled in this course, and there's also the same thing has been posted in one of the Discourse thread.
So on the mail, it was not clear much about the 4 topic has written. And the last session I asked sir, then sir told that related to topic, if some other video is there, you have to go. It's may further, maybe after the week 3, if
So,
something
okay,
is.
I'll give you an example. So, and this should carry well to other exercises in the exam too. So, if, for example, if you're taking scraping, I will web scraping, not PDF scraping, web scraping. The tutorial which was there as part of the lecture was just pertaining to BBC weather website, right?
Yes.
So don't expect the exact same question tomorrow, like anything related to weather. It may or may not be, but in general, it would be a mix of a lot of things. I mean, you might be asked to scrape a much bigger or smaller website, compile data together, and answer something. In a similar spirit, same for PDF or geocoding, whatever. So we've already, I think in the lectures, the instructors have given out the tools and how to get this done. It would be based in and around that, and moreover, I believe the guideline clearly says that the exam is open internet and you can use Discourse. So for such an exam, what more specificity you're asking for, it's not very clear. The only thing that we can again do is basically release the questions.
Okay, sir, one more. I got it. I will try to think and
Yeah.
connect with the discourse. And one more last question. Last time I asked that is that question will be versatile in the nature, means that or the it will be a specific related to some software. For example, some question is that Excel. So is it necessary we need to use the Excel?
No. So I think that we've one second. Yeah. So I think we explained this last time also. So
Correct.
let's say PDF scraping. Now, if you're asked to scrape a table out of a large PDF corpus, the question might be, I don't know, but might be like, hey, look, this PDF contains details of a lot of students in schools across India. There might be like a couple of tables, a lot of records. What is the average age of student studying in class 5? Now you can use Excel. I mean, I don't know. You can write a script. You can open each of these PDFs and note down the age and then calculate an average. It doesn't matter what tool you use. The questions won't have any tool specific. I mean, you don't have to use any specific tools. Whatever you are comfortable with, or don't even use any tools. Just open all the PDFs that you're given. Note down the age of every student in class 5 all over India in a paper, calculate an average, you're done. So it doesn't matter what tool you use. And for web scraping, for geocoding, everything, you can do whatever tool you're comfortable with.
Okay. Yeah. And one more thing, the last graded assignment, there was one question. Some question was the sentiment analysis. Out of that, all the question can be parallelly solved by the scripting. What about the sentiment score? So is it the question was strictly for that Excel, or that it was versatile in the nature? One can solve other way also.
Dixon, do you want to take that up?
Yeah, I think you can solve any way, but the questions are framed in such a way that if you use the tool that is mentioned in the question, then you might get an accurate answer.
Okay.
So the question mentions use text blob to find the sentiment. And if you use text blob to find the sentiment, your answer might be closest to one of the 4 options that the question has. But it is not necessary that you use text blob. You can use any other tool. In that case, the answer might be slightly different and you might not get the answer that is equal to one of the options. So that might be a problem there.
Yeah, but that's a subjective thing, right? Even with Azure ML, the plugin was not available for a Mac Excel. Even if somebody does not have a licensed version of Excel, they wouldn't be able to download that add-in, and they wouldn't be able to answer that question, right? The way I kind of try to do is I try to subscribe to Azure ML machine learning account, basically, and try to create a sample service out of it in the cloud and try to get the sentiment. And whatever the results were there were not matching the options that are provided in the question. So all the 3 questions related to Azure ML went wrong just because my Excel did not have the plugin. So I was at the disadvantage in that case, right? Even now, the Sumatra PDF thing that you are explaining, probably there is no way for us to install it on our computers and get hold of that additional information which is required for the API to extract the content.
Yeah, I get your problem, Govind. Yeah, so the requirement is that you need to have an Excel, and if you have an Excel, then you might have an Azure plugin. So the assumption was that Excel is a very common tool, right? So everyone does have Excel. So with that idea in mind, that is why we actually had Excel and Python. Python is of course open source, so there wouldn't be any problem there. But Excel was there with the assumption that everyone would have Excel. So when you attempt that question, we would expect the students to have Excel and use Azure plugin if you need to actually get the right answer. But
correct. It was Excel or Google
if that
Sheets.
was a project question, then that would, yeah.
It was Excel or a Google Sheet, and of course there was no way to import Azure ML into Google Sheet, and also Excel of Mac does not have the plugin available.
Yeah, that was a problem that some students were facing. Yeah, that's right.
And one more thing, sir. Actually, the what is the sentiment score? What's happened sometime? I want to use in the my program dynamically based. So there I have only one option that I can script it to find it. So what's happening that sometimes the result from the Excel through the Azure and the sometime from the Python is the different, because sentiment score I try to find through the script. It is the formula is the same, no, total number of the word, a positive polarity minus negative polarity divided by the total number of words, no. So I try to use this idea to find the sentiment score, but the reason is that sometimes what's happened that, you know, which word Microsoft is counting and which word MLP is counting as the valid word, because number whenever we talk the number of words, so there is a lots of word is rejected, means like the a, the, and. So how many bunch of the word as the Microsoft this? So this type of question get no little confusion. So either I have to be only depend on that Excel, otherwise I can't use this particular in my future. If I want to make some project and I want to feel that emotion of the some text and I want to analysis that, so how will I do it? Because I can't use that time Excel.
Yeah, Kumar.
If I
So yeah. I get your problem. I can understand that. So no, the thing is just to expose you. So if the Excel might give a different value and Python might give a different value. And even in the lectures, I think the instructors would inform you that, because not every tool would have a different way of different algorithm to calculate the sentiment. So we cannot expect in real time, in real life, you might use a variety of tools and every tool might give you a different answer. So it is in real life, I'm talking about real life. So there you might have to take a qualitative call yourself, whether which tool do you think would be appropriate for your business problem, and that's a different thing. But the idea here is to just to expose you to all the tools, almost all the tools that are available. So if there is an Excel, if there is an Azure plugin, we are exposing you to that tool. If there is a sentiment analysis tool for Python, we are exposing you to that tool. So the idea here is to actually get you practiced, get you exposed to different tools that are available. That was the idea here.
okay.
And it happens in the practical life also. Let's say, like, if I talk about giant company, for example Google, so they have Google Analytics, right? At the same times there are other analytics also, for example HubSpot or Mixpanel. So if you check the result, you will find that they are providing you different results for the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Sir, I downloaded that Sumatra PDF and open that file that you have taken for the practice, means in the lecture video. Now the coordinate, is there any order for that coordinate when I am seeing this? Is it X, Y, or?
The coordinate order, it will be, just a second. I'll just paste it in the chat window. Are you able to see in the chat window?
So not, no, means you have not pasted, right?
I did paste it.
No, I'm not.
It's not showing up. Yeah, it's not showing.
Did it come now?
Yeah. Top left, bottom right. Top plate, when I'm taking the cursor to the top left, it is showing some X and Y coordinate. But
Right.
when I'm feeding that, I will first feed the the coordinate x and y of the top left, followed by
Yes.
the bottom right. Fine.
Yes. Yes.
But inside that top left, when I am open this PDF, I have seen the coordinate shown in your program, means in the program it is just opposite, means xy, and you have put in there yx.
YX. Okay. Okay. Fine. I think then that's the order we need to take. I mean, I think the position which is shown in Sumatra is the inverted one. I think Y cross X is shown.
Okay, that means when I am inserting this to my program, I will just reverse it and put it.
Yes. Yes.
But
Exactly.
this top left and bottom right remain fine.
Yes. Actually, that's the. I mean, even in Tabula's official documentation, this is what they would have specified. Maybe you can just play around with it. I think, as you said, it's correct. Top left will be on. I mean, X and Y get interchanged when you give the values. Correct.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
But let me also find out what we can do for Mac. If I'm able to find a solution, I'll just post it tonight in discourse.
Okay.
Will we need to use Sumatra PDF for tomorrow's exam?
Is Mahesh in the call today?
No, Teja, he's not here.
Okay. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll just answer that question. Just give me 2 minutes. Yeah.
Meanwhile, do we have any other questions?
In the Excel aggregator, what we can expect, giving some Excel and finding the cleaning up and then create some pivot table to get the to answer the question. Is it
Yes,
like?
yes, that's right. Nothing totally new. So it is purely based on the lectures that you must have come across. Yeah.
And for the web scraping, means whether it is scraping the BBC weather data or scraping some PDF or nominating, whatever it is, the do we need to write the code from the fresh, or we can use the existing one?
Dimpu, could you please take this question? I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, you can do. I mean, you can do either of that. I mean, you can either write code from scratch. You can use the existing code if it works. I mean, like if it's not going to be weather scraping tomorrow, right? Or it might be. But if it is something else, you'll have to modify the code. And like I said, you don't even have to write a code. I mean, you can just go to the website, figure out the data, and then answer. Because you'll not be required to submit any code as a solution for the questions. You'll only have to. The solution to all these questions will be multiple choice, so you can.
I understand. I am only concerned, sir, because this exam is for only 1 hour. So if something I need to get the data from the web through coding, then it might take a little long time. That is why I'm just asking.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I think that we've given in the guidelines also. You're not expected to complete all the questions for tomorrow. That will be a Herculean task. I mean, I'm not saying it is not possible, but so whatever you know and whatever you think you can do fast, you can just do. But coding wise, yeah, you can write from scratch. You can use existing code. You can use code from Stack Overflow, whatever. Anything works because you don't have to submit the code in the end.
So, sir, if it's okay that if we are not able to answer all questions, then what will be the marking scheme?
So you should understand that marking scheme will be same for everybody. So the point is, let's say you have 100 questions and like 10 minutes. This is an extreme case, just to put across the point. So 100 questions, 10 minutes, and it is the same for everybody. Like 100 people are taking the exam. This is the same scenario for everybody. So just figure out which questions are easy for you and then answer. Every question will probably carry the same mark. And and nobody can just finish 100 questions in 10 minutes, right? But do what best you can do, and everybody is going to do the same. And then again, marking scheme is going to be same. I mean, whoever answers the most, correct,
will get the highest marks, and
there will be no
on,
negative
like
marks, so you can also guess if that
okay.
helps.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that the highest marks will be scaled to 100, or depending on the maximum number of correct questions
I'm not
answered?
saying 100. There will be 100 questions tomorrow. That was just
No, not 100 questions. Suppose the maximum number of questions that a student who is enrolled in TDS answers is 8 out of 12. So will that student get 100 marks, and the other people's marks are also scaled to that?
that I'm not sure if it is a relative grading or absolute grading. That I'll have to check. But yeah, I'm sure that will be. I'll have to check. I'll check and come back to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And is it okay that for notebook purpose, if I don't use Google Colab and I use my local system like VS Code, I have the Jupyter notebook extension in VS Code. If I use that, is it okay?
Yes, that's absolutely okay, Sudipta. Yeah, no problem. You can use any means. So we are not looking at what you're using and what methods you're using, what tools you're using.
Okay.
So if it gets us the output, it's not an issue.
Okay.
And just a heads up on with respect to the question which was posted earlier, whether Sumatra PDF or any other tool needs to be used for tomorrow. Hopefully last week live session, my colleague Mahesh had given a brief on one of the questions, how it can be expected, I believe. And in that, I believe there was no coordinates used. Maybe you can just refresh that particular live session of last week on how the PDF scraping question can be expected tomorrow.
So one more thing, when I'm scraping this PDF, suppose as I said, the relevant information in the page 18 out of say 500 pages of PDF document. But if I find page 18, page 30 and page 50 is having the relevant information. So in that page tag, can I put these 3 pages like 18, 30, 50?
Yeah, it is pretty much doable. And also, if I remember correctly, I was just going through last week. Even within those, I mean, it's beyond the scope of exam for tomorrow, but what all you can try is, you can specify the pages where you want the tables to be downloaded. And also within that pages, if you have the specific coordinates where you can pass it, you can pass that as well. Just go through the Tabula's official documentation. They have provided an update. You can go through that.
Now, each page means supports the relevant information is page 18 is having location X and page 30 is location Y. That also I can give.
Yes, that's the update which we have for Tabula, I believe. So, and I mean, downloading multiple pages, that is pretty much doable. I was very sure of that. With respect to passing the area as well, that's a pretty recent update which we had got, is what I believe. Just go through the Tabula documentation once, official documentation, it should be doable.
So if you have the link of that Tabula official document, can you just share?
Sure, I'll do that. I shared the link. it has all the options of like getting multiple pages, or within multiple pages if you want to select multiple areas. So has given the examples as well with respect to the code in this particular workbook. You can have a look at it.
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir. Will the portal link portal will be locked for us, or it will be available? Because usually they will be locked. The portal, it cannot be able to log in during the UPPs. So.
Yeah, we checked with the, usually that is how it is. It happened last time. I'm not, so I checked with the portal team. They told me that the support team said that the portal will be open. So I hope it will be open tomorrow.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And sir, one more thing, since we are we will run the CI app in the background, and one feature of CI app key, whenever I change this browser, it will pop up all the alarm and they will start sending message key, you can't do this, and automatically that's alarm get counted. Will this option disable tomorrow?
That's not probably in the CI app, that's in the website.
Oh,
that
that
happens in the website.
Maybe, but we have to go to that exam portal na, to answer that question. Hello.
I'm not sure about that, Sumit. I'm not sure how the SIA app works, but does it raise alarms? I'm not sure what happens.
No, actually, sir, when in the exam portal, he is rightly pointed out. In the exam portal, if I go out from the portal and again come back, it will give an alarm. You can't do this. So now for this TDS exam, I believe many time I have to go, come and back.
So, no, even if it gives an alarm, are you able to visit the website?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
But
no, yeah, even then, so that doesn't matter. Even if it gives an alarm and if it gets logged, it's not an issue for TDS exam because everyone knows that you have open internet. So that wouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
Because last time also the CI app was running when students did the TDS exam. CI app was running and there was no issues with, there was no these kind of issues, the ones that you mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
One question, suppose I scrape a table from a website and I want to put it into Google Sheets. What is the fastest way to do it? What would you advise? Should I save it as a CSV and then do it, or Excel, or?
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
Suppose I scrape a table from a website.
Okay.
And I want to view that data in Google Sheets. So what would be the fastest way to do this?
Fastest way would be if the table is properly formatted, just Control C the table, just select all the contents of the table, Control C, and then Pandas has a, I forgot what function that was, from clipboard or something. You can just Google how to copy contents from clipboard. So then with that single command, you can have that in a Pandas data frame and then write it out to a CSV.
Okay.
That is the quickest, but that might not be scalable.
Yeah,
Because-
if there are too many rows, you cannot you may not be able to copy it to the clipboard.
No, too many rows is even okay, because I mean you can have only that many tables. I mean, sorry, rows that can fit in a page. Okay, I mean, but what if you have to do this for multiple tables? Then it becomes a pain, right? Unless you write a script. You'll have to go to the next page. Let's say we have like 50 pages in a website, and then each page has a table. Then if you have to do this manually, then it will be a pain. But if it's just one table from a Wikipedia or whatever, I mean, if it's just one table, it doesn't even make sense to, unless you want to do something else with that table, to use that pandas function that I was talking about. You can just copy that to a Google Sheet, right? I mean, Control C and Control V to a Google Sheet. You have it in there. So yeah.
We can also do beautiful soup. We can use that here, no?
Yeah, we can. I mean, I think he was asking what was the fastest way.
So I was thinking that to scrap that all the data row wise in the either dictionary or the array, that all the table. So all the table will be in the one. If there is a multiple table, it will be in on the row, and all the data I can take it in the dictionary, and then we can convert in the CSV and wherever we want.
Yeah.
And there is also one function in the pandas. I think HTML to CSV or something. I didn't use that, but is it possible directly if I took the table from the HTML, I can convert directly to the CSV?
But what will be your input to that
Input
function?
is that suppose, so let's say that I scrap that table. So table has the table tag inside that HTML. So inside table tag, there will be header, TD, TR, row, table data. So instead of going iterating all over the table row and its column, instead of that, I can take that only the entire table after taking that tag of the table. So in the beautiful object, I will get the soup object entire table. Is it possible I can through the Panda directly convert this table to the CSV? I didn't use, just I'm thinking of.
I'm not aware of an HTML to CSV function. I mean, I might be ignorant, but you can always do that. I mean, if you know the table tag, you can just iterate through each row and actually put that in a pandas data frame.
Okay,
you can keep
try.
referring to a pandas data frame.
Okay, I will try to do. If it is there, I will put the code there on this.
Yeah.
So is the exam link sent or it will be sent tomorrow?
I think you'll get it tomorrow somewhere.
Okay.
You might have to check with the team. I'm not sure how that works. You'll have, I think you'll have a separate tab in your portal where you will have the exam and you can attend your exam there.
Yeah, generally. Okay.
Were there any portal exams that you attended? Any exams on portal?
Yeah.
So that is how it will be, remote online exam.
Yeah.
This is just a remote online exam on your portal. So similar to other exams that you have had on your portal. That's how it will be.
So in nominating, other than location, can I fit anything, any other thing? Means
Any other thing in the sense? What?
So in nominating, I write a place name and it will fetch me the details of latitude, longitude, and other information. But if you give me some point or latitude, longitude, I will feed that to get the, this kind of thing is possible in nominative.
I'm not sure. The instructors, do you have any idea?
Maybe can you post the same question in Discord, Sumit? Mahesh from my team will respond to it. He is unable to join the call today, unfortunately.
Okay.
Thank you.
Please do post your doubts. If you have any doubts, you can clarify those doubts even in Discord too.
Yes.
So to answer the previous question, yes, it is possible. It's called as reverse geocoding. You give the latitude, longitude, will give you the nearest possible address.
Yes, sir. From means for that I have to write the program, or it's
No, it is
available
just a function. Like it's just like the same thing. How you do from address to latitude, you can do it.
Oh, this is reverse geocoding, where I give the latitude, longitude, it will give me the exact.
Not the exact, the nearest ID, nearest address.
Okay. And from the location, sir, when I want to know the latitude and longitude, if I do not use the nominative, then also I can get it that latitude, longitude, but not exactly the same figure what the nominative will give me. So in that case, means in the question, will you means mention ki use nominative to get the latitude, longitude?
No, if we are asking a question with respect to the address, it's mostly using nominative because that's the tool that we have focused on this course. So it will be the answer through nominative is what we would be expecting.
So you give me the, you will give a address or location.
Yeah,
and I have to give.
Yes. So you have to pass it through nominative to get the latitude, longitude.
But I think getting the coordinate through the other also, there is not a much more difference.
Yeah. So we will give enough threshold. We are not
Correct,
looking for
correct. It
exact
is
match. We will give enough threshold.
correct.
But
I use the thing ArcGIS and Mapbox, even the nominating, and one more AirGIS. So this all things is giving slightly different. In the real time, it is the only 10 to 50-meter distance area they give.
okay.
And when I tried to do put on the map, then I found that AirGIS is the more accurate than all the other.
Sir, in nominating geocoder, generally we used to give the location to get the other details, but instead of location, if I want to give the address and want to get that also possible.
It is possible. You can give specific address also, but the accuracy is still, it can be a little different. So it is possible. To answer in short, it is possible.
Okay. So for this reverse geocoding, shall I open this reverse geocoding API?
Yeah. You have to use the reverse geocoding API. It's very similar to the geocoding part. So I think we are almost on time. If there are no other questions, I think we can wrap up this live session. If there are any more doubts, I would kindly request people to post it on discourse so that we can clarify later on.
Sir, where I can find the code for this reverse geocoding?
I'll send you in the link. Yeah, I'll send you in the chat.
Yes, please.
If there are no questions further, maybe we can end the session. And all the best. Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, wait, sir. Sir will send a link to.
Yeah, I'll probably post it as a create a new. So I'll create a new post on Discourse and send it. I'm not able to get the link right now. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you all, and all the best for tomorrow's exam. Do well, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you, sir.
Thank you.
One last question, sorry, if you're there. So there is no need to log in early or leave late, right? So 1 hour is sufficient for the exam, right? Because there is not proctored. Okay, I think I made a mistake, instructors. Okay, I'll ask in this course. Thank you.